hands of our learners, almost all, can we? A big fat no. We can't. It's not possible, really. So what do we do then? It's about how can we possibly encourage the use here, but it's not just random use, it's the smart use of that gadget. Otherwise it becomes a chaotic situation, right? And everyone is off a tangent doing something on their own, and it becomes so distracting and distressful for a teacher. It's so distressing when I see my learners, okay, off point, doing something that is nothing to do with my lesson. Okay, it hurts, right? They're not interested, okay? So it feels bad. So what are your suggestions now? How can we involve them and encourage them to smartly use their phones? Flipping. That could involve them. They have something they've owned at home and they can possibly share. Ownership of learning, all right? They come back with something they've owned, their own, okay? So this is one thing. Any other ideas? Please.
I run competitions. The best user of ICT tools for this month, for example. So it's a kind of motivation for them.
Excellent.
And I give them small prizes, you know, or privileges, or something that they get to choose, badges, yes, all the time. So it's, believe me, for Protein Vita Gymnasium, first year of junior high school, especially first and second year, it is a great motivation. For older students, like senior high school, they really like it because of their transition to higher education. You give them the sense that, you know what, in a few years you're going to use your mobile phone or laptop to exchange ideas with your professor, tutor, share essays, thesis, whatever. So it's a kind of instigation as well.
Excellent. Great ideas. Okay. Keep in mind, if you want to ask them to improve their own articulation, pronunciation, that's great motivation. Self-reporting makes you conscious, raises awareness. So keep that in mind. And you don't feel shy repeating, deleting and repeating and, you know, recording again and again till you feel okay about your own way of articulation. So keep that in mind. They can record interviews with peers, with professors, with people on the street. You can create conversations on the street using that gadget, all right?
Excuse me, sometimes the learner is shy to discuss in front of the others. So if they can do that by themselves through mobile phone, it gives them some confidence to speak very freely.
Sure. I think this is a very empowering tool, I would say. Some reflections, you know, the theory behind it. We didn't really get into too much theory. It's all hands-on today. But keep in mind the idea of delayed time modality. We were not working like in real time, like chat and face-to-face, we're working real time. So you talk, I respond, and then you talk back, and so on. And we can interrupt each other. It's not like that. It's delayed time. Remember when I told you I used WhatsApp for a virtual meeting, business meeting. It was, I mean, a whole business meeting when everyone was online at the same time for an hour. However, it was delayed time. There was that lag where I had to stop and listen to the previous recordings of previous people, and then I record myself, delayed time. That's what we call delayed time, asynchronous communication, if you've ever come across that. Means you can always go back, listen to that an hour later, a day later, whatever, and you can respond. That's delayed time communication. Multimodal in the sense of the media you're using. You're using text, images, video if you like, audio. So you can combine, mix and match as many as you like, all right? And the point is it's not time consuming. Maybe the video aspect is still a little bit time consuming, but you can work around it, all right, if you keep it very brief. Potential here, as I said, to combine as many as you like. And the flipping aspect that we've discussed. It saves so much time, preparation time. Imagine doing that at your own leisure, on the couch, having coffee, the night before going to work, and then sitting relaxed in the meeting, talking about whatever you've prepared, and it's accessible on the screen of each and every person in the room that you're meeting with, or you're displaying it on the screen if you have, a digital LCD or something. Just so we know, I have learned a trick from one of my students, something called WhatsApp Web, if you've ever come across it. That's a beautiful tool. It works with the cell phone, WhatsApp. Once you have it, all right, you open the browser, you search for WhatsApp Web. It opens a screen with that code, QR code. And there is a scanner on your cell phone, on WhatsApp. You just place it on the screen, reads it, and the screen pops out on a laptop or a desktop. And imagine, all your conversations are there with the multimedia. You can do whatever you want with the multimedia. Download, share, it's marvelous. That's the thing I would like to end with, the last tip. And thank you very much for being such a great audience. And I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. If you have any questions, that would be a pleasure to answer you right now. And if not, there is always time to go back to home. Whitney Houston, huh? Okay, promise Whitney Houston in the break. But if you like, I'd love to receive any questions over email, of course. That would be a real pleasure and honor. Would you promise to try this out?
Yes.
Just have fun with it. Enjoy it. And thank you for being such a wonderful audience. Quite interactive. And the lovely karma, because you've actually made it work. The magic, it wasn't working, remember? So it worked thanks to you. A real pleasure. Yes, please.
I'm sorry, I'm very ignorant about using
Don't say so.
smartphones. But do these apps work on both iPhones and Windows smartphones?
I would say with the exception, you say Windows or iPhone? iPhone, because what you're saying is Android. Android, Windows is out of fashion, as a matter of fact, on cell phones. It is working in Greece. So anyways, if it's Windows, yes, because Chrome and Talk and Comment, it will be there on Windows. Android, yes, the Talk and Comment. Not on iPhone so far, unless you look it up now and check it out. It wasn't there like 2 months ago for some reason. But there is another app like it, for sure. For WhatsApp, it's there everywhere. For Messenger, it's there, again, everywhere.
And
Yes, please.
there's another app. I haven't used it extensively. It's called VoiceThread.
VoiceThread is a different, totally beautiful tool. It's a totally different one. It doesn't work this way. I loved to use that particular one when it was web-based only. It combines everything, the text, the audio, everything like this. You can use video as well. The funny thing is, it doesn't work so well with a mobile phone. I don't know why. Maybe on the iPhone, I don't know, but I tried it on the Android. It's so tedious. There is something wrong so far. Sometimes, when things are web-based, they take time till the developers reach a point where they become functional on cell phones. And sometimes they fall out of favor because they don't function as well. You see? So I've tried it because I used to love it. Remember when it was just Windows-based. But I don't know. But a good suggestion again for classroom purposes. It's so functional, and you can embed it if you have different websites. You can just copy the code, paste it on a wiki, on a blog, on whatever, and the whole conversation is transferred. It's beautiful. Thank you for the suggestion.
Can you give me something about WhatsApp Web?
WhatsApp Web. You want to see it? Yeah. Okay. Where is my cell phone? Now that we're in the break, officially we're off. Break. Okay, let me show you that. Right, so here